Technical analysis gets a bad rap because a lot of people have no idea what they're doing. They approach the analysis standpoint from a mentor or a guru that is giving them advice and instruction based on something that is assumed, something that is not necessarily provable and not necessarily verifiable, but in their minds, they think it makes sense. I'll give you some examples. You need context when you are looking at the charts. I've got Bitcoin. We're just going to walk through the chart so that I can give you context and how you should think about the TA in terms of what is happening in the price action. So we're just going to walk through from the all-time high. And obviously we know that Bitcoin sold off, but that's not relevant. What's relevant is we're concerned with why or what is happening technically. So on my chart is the Polytrends algo, which simply just tracks the significant levels and trends. I don't have levels turned on, but it's going to tell me where the trends are. And in doing so, I can now know where the more important levels are, which is important when you're trading. All right, so we are at the all-time high up here, and we're going to work our way down, and we're going to walk through the progression and how price is respecting each level with each trend. So what is the trend? So example, here's a trend, here, etc. All right, we're at the high. What are our significant levels? Let's actually walk it back a couple candles from the high. Okay, so we know we make a high. What is our significant levels from the left? We'll change this to purple so we can see it easily. So we know when we're up here, we know that price has hit this area, or we know that this is an important area, and we know that this level, which would be normally at 60.6 here, is being tested for the first time. So we know that this area can get taken out, which we know it happens. That's what happens. As we walk through, I'll put this level here just so that we're aware of it. And we step through, and price comes down, and we're taking out our low. So we know that in the moment, here's our trend up, trying to take out this low. And in doing so, what will we target? Well, we look left. We know that the trend here, and you can see it testing here now, is playing the move down, the level of resistance that brought us down to the low. It's being hit. So we have context and how this trend is being set up. It's being created because it's exhausting the trends here on the left. So if we go below, which we know we do, what do we test next? The reason why I pick here is because this is our trend to our high, and it's our current support that we haven't gone to next. So we'll clear off some of these spots as we work our way down. And what do you know? We come right to the next spot because it's playing the trend here from the left and the level that is formed from that uptrend. Okay, so if price is going to move higher, it needs to immediately come back and get above this support that it's losing, aka this resistance, this area. So I'll put this back just so you can see how high we go. And we bounce. In this candle, we're bouncing up to our spot, which is lining up in this area. You can see the next candle closes, comes right back up, tests the next one, and now we're going to continue. Our next level is below. We also have a tiny support here on the left, which might get action, and then we have the bigger support to our high here. So I'm going to delete some of these levels that we don't necessarily need anymore. Let's clear this. Clear this once we go below here. The idea is we want to pay attention to context. I'm getting these levels from the context to the left. So we step lower, come back, we're watching this level here as we come down. Step this down, you can see they attempted, this is actually the spot that I had deleted, but it's the same area roughly. and we're coming down into our old high here. And then we have some spots that we eventually want to work our way down to this big swing point, or this big trend start up to the high there. So as we progress, just step it through, and you can see they stalled there for a second. Let's back that up and just watch that one more time. Now watch this candle as it forms. Stepping it, boom. A lot of people will miss this. If you look on a daily chart, you're getting a reaction off of this move, and all they're doing is popping it right back up, potentially somewhere in this wick. This is our area here. However high, I don't think they get the high. And even on the daily, there's an area in here that we might not be able to see. We get a little bounce, and then we're going to continue working our way back down to the bottom of that trend. And there you go, right down to our next start, which was drawn here for us. We know our level is there. Now, what do we have to do? Contextually, this is our move to our low. I want to get above this and then ultimately work my way back up to maybe this area, because in this move down, our context is we're losing this support from the left. Not only that, we're losing here. So we're concerned about this. And then if we manage to get above this high, we're concerned about this support. Okay, so let's see. Let's walk through, getting a little bounce. You can see they're trying to hold this support from our left. Step through, and you can see, look, context. We're getting our level is testing here for the first time. Getting a little bit of a reaction off of it. You would see that on a smaller time frame, which you're starting to see. And we want to try to get all the way back. If we can get above here, close above it, we'll try to come back up and then take out the lows and then work our way, which we know what happened with Bitcoin through history here. And then we'll just say this area and here. And then ultimately, we know we come all the way back to our next spot way down there. All right, so I have a bunch of levels on here. As we work down, we can probably get rid of the top just to sort of clear this up. Okay, and we'll step it forward, watch what they do, starting to get a reaction off of that area we were thinking about. So here, trying to hold, trying to hold. Okay, back up to our spot. Remember, we're still in this context. As we step forward, struggle, getting ready. You can see the common flag pattern that's getting ready to break down. So your traditional TA is not thinking of the context in all these trends. The reason why I like this area and for the context is because in this move down, there is no supports that I'm really seeing. So as we step forward, we come down, we're trying to take out this low and then this low. Take out that low, step it forward, coming down, not quite to our spot, but pretty close. Okay, and we're getting back above. Let's see what they do here. Work this back up, take out the low, and then look, you're coming back. This level is actually, there's one here too that I didn't draw because there's a little trend up here and then down. So we're hitting, but they're basically the same area. We're hitting them both. So let me just clear this one off just to sort of clear. We don't need the stuff up here anymore. And we'll let this sort of work its way through. So we're creating context. Again, back to our old level here. Let's move down. So we can see each level is being plotted, giving us an area because we know what the trend is. A lot of people think trend is not real. They think it's not that important, but the trend gives you the structure, and this trend is allowing you to see where the big levels are contextually in relation to where price is. So again, if we have to get back above here, we can bring this back up to each of our little levels. And then we also have a new level that I didn't draw, which was there. Okay, so we'll keep stepping it. Just let you see how the context works. We're still fighting this level. We'll come back up to the next. Oh, okay, now check this out. We had tested here. So when we come back to it, we get through it. And then now we know if I look further left, there's a context here that I missed that I'll place right there. We'll see what they do. Look where they go, right to it. Boop. So we know that, and the reason why I was thinking of this area is because look at these wicks. The wicks are playing this level to the left that a lot of people aren't aware of. We'll watch what they do. You can see they try their hardest. Continue. You can see how they played each of these levels, but look where the candles close below our current support here that we're losing. So now we're back below, and now we have to consider working our way down to the next spot and then taking out these lows. Okay, stepping forward, and you can see how each level from the past is still playing with the wicks. They're respecting it. Let's clear some of this stuff out just to clean up the chart a bit. Let's step it forward. Look where they go, right back to that spot again that they're holding from the left. Now this looks like they want to try and take it back up. Let's see what they do. All these old levels are still in play. Now here we go. I might have deleted these too soon, but that's okay. Again, our level here from the left is still in play. And you can see it's coming from this support. A lot of people don't teach you to look this far left, and they don't understand why this area, even though it's in this trend, they don't understand why this pattern played, because it's coming from here. Context. This is what normal TA, traditional technical analysis, doesn't give you. Let's step it forward and just watch this play out. I could be drawing a level right here, but I'm not. Just there's no reason. Okay. Now, this was tested. Now, what are we doing here? I look left, right in this area. I think they're actually playing, I think they played the wick, but we'll say that body. And this is pretty close. So we'll step it forward. And again, look what happens. As they rally, they come right back and they use, a lot of people will be looking at these highs, but again, the context, it comes from here. So just to show you how support and resistance is built off of trend. And each time we make a new orange line, it's plotting the new trend. So again, we're getting this pattern that's going to break down. We know what happens, but just to give you some perspective, again, back to this level again, from here to the left, you can see how they played it. This is the context that most people don't have. We'll just step this forward real quick so that we can see, we know we get the new low and we come down and we get that. We know we go below 19, but you can just see each spot, they're playing these old levels. Let's just step it through and we eventually get our spot. So let's just stop there to give you perspective. If you want to find clarity in your trading and you want to learn how to understand technical analysis from this perspective, where you get context from each trend and each significant level without having to come up with some crazy idea or assumption from outside of the chart that you cannot prove, then I suggest go to tradersumo.com, sign up for our academy, and I'll see what I can do to teach you the best that I can how TA really works.